Hello, my name is Morgan Reese, and I'm here to talk to you today about why everybody, as a college freshman, you should be required to live in your dorms at the first year of your college experience. This is really important because when you get in college, you're faced with a lot of experiences and a lot of troubles that can lead you away from being in college, and this is based off of personal experience from what I have experienced, and also what you could just tell by what people are like when they're not living in a dorm and when they live on their own with other people. And there's a lot of things you could say about college dorms, and they're awesome to live in, and there's a lot of people to be around. But a lot of the advantages of living in a college dorms is that you have, here's the one thing, is that you have more responsibility, and your responsibility is pretty much going to college is doing your work, going to class, waking up at a reasonable time, and keeping your grades up. And a college dorm does all those things very well because a college dorm is on campus, it is close to where your classes are, and you're not around temptations and stuff like that, to where you could get led from the past from being in college and making good grades. And you also have year-round housing. It's all based off of, you pay in front and you have it year-round. It's unless you do something really bad. You have an exact, and it's reliable. You know that you're going to be living in the dorm unless you change, and there's not really anything that you could do to get taken away from being in a dorm unless you do something really bad, and they could take you out. But you have a guaranteed place to live, and you're safe. You're around people that you get to learn a lot of things about being in a dorm. The one thing that I've learned being in a dorm is that it's easier to have time management, and being on campus is that instead of being out in town and have a lot more things to do, you're focused on staying in the college and doing your work and getting good grades. And if I could say that if I wasn't living in a dorm, I'd probably doing a little bit more things than doing work, as in hanging out with friends, and I probably would have a job. And that's the thing about living in college, is that people that don't live in a dorm on their first year get out, and they sometimes start hanging out with the wrong people, and they just get into a lot of bad things. And I've seen it from not everybody, but a couple people, and I think it's really important for everybody to stay in a dorm for their first year. And I could just see that you could even get better grades by living in a dorm, because you're more focused on staying in your dorm and doing your work. And a dorm kind of restricts you from like doing things other than getting your work done. And you could say, some people could say that there's a lot of disadvantages about it, about cost, but really it's based off of your government money, and whatever if you have a job or anything else like that, it's just and there's just so many things about living in a dorm. You're around friends, and doing that, you kind of you're around friends, and you have a lot more time to study, and it's just a lot better for you to be in a dorm, and you're less likely to get in trouble and do something that you don't want to do. But that's the best thing about living in a dorm, and I could say that I have had the best time of my life living in a dorm.